Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a top player in 8-bit Armies, and today I'm going to be going over a guide for Deathsworn.
Shield is heavy.
To start off, we're going to build a barracks
Not deaf.
and send our warrior to the outside of our base and build some harvesters.
Barracks complete.
For our second building,
Constructing.
we're going to build a lodge outside of our base in between these two resource nodes.
Living is overrated.
In this video, we're going to be using a technique
Lodge complete.
that is unique to the 8-bit Hordes factions, called double mining. Because our lodge is in between this resource node and this resource node, and our harvesters fill up and drop off money extremely fast, as you can see here, we can actually put a lodge in between them
Constructing.
and use it to mine from both nodes.
I'm all bones.
Because of this, the 8-bit Hordes factions actually have the best economy of all of the factions,
My bones outlive me.
because most of the
Workshop
time
complete.
you can get away with just your
Constructing.
starting money and one lodge that's in between two nodes, as most factions, aside from invaders, can get away with a 3-node economy.
Point the way.
Build our farm,
Farm
get some
complete.
skeletons going, and we'll build another
Constructing.
lodge.
Horses ready.
We'll send a horse over here to scout.
Let's ride. Scout ready. Ride like the wind. Yeah? Workshop
I
complete.
think at this point we will tech up, which you do by upgrading your lodge or HQ.
My turn.
Now you'll notice the build order for Deathsworn is pretty flexible, but you're always going to start with a barracks,
I came back.
and if you can
this.
reach the nodes you need to double mine, you'll build a lodge. If you cannot,
Do skeletons puke?
you'll place a workshop, and then a lodge in between the nodes,
This is fun!
usually followed by a farm. And after the farm,
Stronghold upgrade complete.
it's pretty flexible what you do.
Constructing.
I decided to build a lodge and then tech up.
Where to?
Ready to ride.
I'm going to build a spirit hut because it will allow us to build wraiths, which are
Spirit hut
debatably
complete.
the best healing unit in the game. They are certainly better than engineers. However, they are worse
Constructing.
than motherships. But they also build a lot faster than motherships, and you can get them much earlier in the game.
Where shall I strike?
Production halted. Build more farms.
Right here will be our second double mine location.
Farm complete. Constructing. We see you. Point the
We'll
way.
move our scouting unit up.
Scouting ahead.
Nice watch. I go in silence.
Lodge complete.
We'll get some dragons,
Constructing.
as they are going to be our primary air unit.
Got gold?
Now with the Deathsworn
Quickly.
faction, your key
Frag
units
complete.
are going to be your dragons, your wraiths, and once you have the
Constructing.
tech for them, your catapults,
Whom shall I kill?
which are your artillery unit.
At your service.
For the most
With
part,
haste.
every faction has an artillery unit, with the exception
Where
of
shall I strike?
Lightbringers and Marines.
Production halted. Build more farms. Farm complete.
I think now we'll get our tech
Constructing.
for our catapult. Keep putting our units on control group 1. And once that finishes, we're going to go ahead and start building a couple of Cyclopses but mostly catapults.
Oracle Den complete.
Cyclopses are going to be kind of our frontline tank unit. So we'll just go ahead and build a couple catapults, then some Cyclopses, and just do it like that. Now, one thing that, as far as I know, is unique to 8-bit, it's the only game I've seen this in. Your units are actually going to build... I'll just take this fight real quick. Crush all their infantry. Micro our dragons to hit their infantry, as they do high infantry damage and can kill them very quickly. Our catapults, get their stuff, heal up our dragons, and then go after their infantry again. We'll retreat, lay down some artillery fire. Now, our catapults are unique in that, while they don't have the most amazing damage and fire rate, they do make these oil spots on the ground that will slow the enemy units down, which can be very helpful.
Under attack.
Repair our tech, we don't use that.
Constructed.
Get this so we can spam more catapults. At this point, we've basically got the win. We've destroyed the majority of their army. So I'll just go back to what I was saying about the unit build order. So your units will actually build in the order you make them. So you see, if I do this, I build a skeleton, then a warrior, then a skeleton, then a warrior. It's actually going to build in that order once our farm finishes. So you see, now it's building a warrior, then it will build a skeleton. So we can use that to kind of think less about our unit composition and get it to build what we want. If we're a faction that doesn't just spam one unit of each type, Deathsworn wants a couple of Cyclopses and a couple of catapults.
Nice one.
Let's send these into their base.
Workshop complete.
And with that, we have the win, and we'll just move in and finish them off. So I will stop building catapults and stop building dragons. As at this point, we just want Cyclopses and balloons, since they're going to be doing more building damage. So this will pretty much close out the video. The main thing to remember here is that with the Deathsworn faction, you're going to want to focus on getting these double mines.
Build more farms.
You're going to want to get your raids out relatively early, because they are your only healing unit, and they are extremely strong.
Need any healing?
And don't worry too much about your super weapons. You will get an Oracle Den for tech. You don't really need a mana crystal most of the time. And just that your late game army is going to look kind of like this. You're going to want your catapults, your dragons, your Cyclopses, and your wraiths. So you're going to want to focus on getting a lot of those. I'll hold shift to tell them to protect the buildings in order. I don't really want to focus on the units. And that should close it out. I hope you found this interesting and instructive. And I will see you in the next one.
White player eliminated.
Goodbye.
Mission complete.